Wow, that's great. Are we on? Okay, look at that. Have we had our own? Thank you for that intro music.
You're very welcome. It was special, I must say.
Well, I got to tell everyone, this is exciting. We are here on Labor Day weekend. The excitement here on the probably the best place here in Clearwater Beach, Hog Daddies, is it's amazing. Very energetic. We have crowds of people who are here, all three of them, and my mother. And if you look across on the golf there, we have about 7 boats that have tied up and listening. It's a good idea we put that speaker outside.
That Bluetooth speaker is working great. They're giving
Yeah.
us the thumbs up. They can hear the show clear.
That's great.
I love it.
But I just want to introduce today, as always, the incredible, energetic Boss Hogg.
Wow. Wow. For the millions watching on YouTube and the thousands in attendance here, I can't thank you enough. This is absolutely incredible.
Yes.
We this is our second show, and just the history of the show is this. We had this big sports bar, all these TVs. We have a great crowd for football. And with Benny around, we thought sport kind of hit on, kind of go over the game. So I love it, man. I'm glad to be here with Benny. Thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah.
Just doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting because it's been a crazy week all around. We had that bad weather. Everybody stood together. We're back. It's sunny. It's gorgeous out. We have so much tremendous things going on with the Major League Baseball. The playoffs are coming. We have college football starting today, which is the big story. The NFL, which starts next week. And the U.S. Open, which every year I watch the U.S. Open with my wife, Katie, and she has to explain to me the whole game. And she keeps telling me love, and I keep telling her I love her back. But I think it's a great weekend in sports. I know we have a full agenda today. I just want to say one thing for those people up north. Labor Day was a very sad holiday because up north everything closed on Tuesday, because it was the end of the summer, and I still get that feeling. But here, the energy in Clearwater Beach in Florida is terrific, and we're gonna jump into talking about college football. I like to thank everybody who's here, by the way, and we're gonna have some special guests coming up, and that's what we're doing.
Speaking of college football, same as the NFL, we have big game day specials. We're running barbecue platter. Of course, like every other sports bar, we got a great bucket and wing special. We're rolling out some new items this year, doing some loaded fries, some different things that we're excited about. And we also, by way of sponsor, Coors Light and JJ Taylor, also going to have a number of giveaways, different things going on. And it's awesome to have them on board. With that being said, Coors Light's also a sponsor of College Game Day, which is awesome for us. And yeah, man, we got today, just as an example, as a sports bar, we got a party of 50 next door in the Cantina dining room. It's all AC. They're doing their NFL draft over there. May have a couple of celebrities over there today pop in.
Yeah.
You never know.
I don't know. I walked by, took a picture of the trophy, and then I had to give him a couple of dollars. So I don't know what my team's going to look like. But hey, I give it a shot.
You never know. You never know.
Still don't understand fantasy football for me, but I'm sure it's a lot of fun. Hey, what is this? What is this opening day being where you're from? What does it mean for you for like college football?
You know, I'm originally from Tennessee, so no offense to any other part of the world, but the SEC, Alabama, Crimson Tide, the Dogs out of Georgia, Big Orange, Tennessee. It's a great time in the South. Tailgates, if you've ever been to the Grove in Ole Miss, these are legendary spots. Everybody waits for this time of the year. It's still a little bit warm, but you set up your grill, you get going, everybody's together. It's like man, we wait all summer for this. So
Yeah.
it's a great time at some of these locations, and you know, I think, you know, just I gotta say it again, the South is just where it's at for big game college day. Of course, Michigan, you got some other big venues, but definitely down in the South growing up, we wait for this time of the year.
Yeah, I didn't have an opportunity up north to really get into New York, where I'm from, and really didn't have a lot of college football in town. We're a pro team kind of area, but traveling around, with my previous position, I had an opportunity to go to some of these games, like the Texas Ohio State game, which we're going to get into in a few minutes, and some of these big games. I was shocked; it was so much better than the NFL. Watching some of the NFL games, and I really got into it. So I think it's terrific.
That's Thursday. Stop it.
Yeah, that's right.
We may
Sorry.
have to get into some Cowboys Eagles news. I'm not sure. We'll save that for the end of the show. I don't want to get ill in the middle of the show.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, oh, and by the way, before we move on, I want to let you know that we lost a position in subscribers. We have a bird called Clyde, which is a blue heron, and apparently somebody's taking a picture. They were about 3,000 ahead of us. So if we can get past Clyde, a couple of hermit crabs, and Betsy the dolphin, I think we're going to be in good shape.
We're working hard. We're working hard. We Sean
Yeah.
here? Sean, we got our guest.
Yeah, let's bring our guest up. Our guest who's playing solitaire by the pool table. That's how happy he
There
is
he
right
is.
now to be on the show.
Come on up, Sean.
Come on
Sean
up, Sean.
Barklow. Man of real genius from parts unknown. Also from Columbus, where the game is today. We thought it would, before we get into the games, we thought it would be neat to have Sean here talk about growing up in Columbus. And Sean, go ahead and say hello to everybody. Where you're from, what you're doing.
Hello, everybody. I'm now from the beach. Yeah, originally from Columbus, Ohio, a little suburb outside Columbus. So, grew up a Buckeye fan. I don't think you're allowed not to be, a Buckeye fan if you were born in Columbus, Ohio. So, big day for us today. And I see it. You know what? It's one of the I get feelings going into games, and this one is we're either going to blow them out or we're going to get beat by a little. How's that for Vegas?
Wow.
You know,
All right.
if that's your gut, I gotta be honest. My 37 minutes of research, just watching the lines early on, it's kind of a weird game. Ohio State opened up favored, but I believe in Vegas, and I haven't watched it minute by minute, but it's gone back and forth all week. This is definitely a marquee game at the beginning of the season. But tell us about being a Buckeye fan growing up, how it's like. I talked about the SEC and Georgia, Ole Miss. Tell us how the Buckeyes do it up there.
So we'll talk about real football. So
There you go.
let's talk about. So you can see if you're watching Fox right now and or ESPN, and you got the crowds there. 40 years ago, it was a little going to college there, and you went to 7-Eleven pregame. You got your 12-pack, and they actually shut down a part of the street, so everybody was just pulling the cans out, drinking before we went into the game. Then we got a Georgia previous president that came in and shut all that down.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't. Even though they have don't they have the biggest tailgate party in the world on one of their games? Shut that down, so you had to go to bars and things like that. But it's an experience. I mean, it is truly experience. And I know we're not the only college town that does things like that.
Great tradition up there, man. Every time they show it, it's amazing. Their fan base is incredible. As good as anywhere. Good as anywhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, how excited? I mean, we know Arch Manning this is the big thing.
Who?
Yes,
Okay,
Arch
so
Manning.
we haven't heard anything about him in the last month.
Yes, I didn't even know who he was. I knew it was Archie Magazines. For those who know what that
Where's
means.
Jughead? Come on.
Where's Jughead? I'm right here.
Okay.
But I was looking at watching the reading the reports, looking at the news, and boy, the pressure that has to be on this young man at this age and with the family background, it just has to be the amount of pressure. I know he's getting good advice from both Peyton and Eli. But what's your thoughts on that?
Obviously comes from great lineage from his grandfather to, his uncles, his dad. I can't imagine. I mean, I just remember what I was like at 19 and 20 and 21, and to come into a situation like this, and that's it. He hasn't played a game. I mean, this is his team now. He's played last year. He played last year and had some great games, but I mean, he's almost been anointed before he's ever done anything on the field.
Right.
And that's got to be huge pressure. Even though you're right, he's probably getting great advice from his uncles on, hey, this is what we did, during college when we had big games. How do you handle the pressure? I'm sure that's talk amongst the family with him. So yes, it's going to be interesting to see what he does today, and then what our quarterback Julian Sayin does as well, because it's both their first starts.
Yeah, they're talking about it, Sand versus Manning. I mean, these are two top teams. Initially I thought Texas, would probably come in there and beat them, but over time, kind of thinking about it, and I really haven't heard it. And again, I run a restaurant, so I don't get to listen to a lot of the press, but the new defensive coordinator for Ohio State comes over from the Patriots.
Yeah.
He's out of the Belichick tree. Um,
Matt Patricia,
Yeah, Matt Patricia. And I go back to, I got to throw a Cowboys thing in here. I go back to Jimmy Johnson, defense wins championships. I think at the end of the day I think we'll see something today via Ohio State that'll give Manning some problems. That's my gut on it.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I think both. I think the defense is always ahead of the offense, whether NFL, college, in the beginning of the season. And it's, my thing is who's going to run the ball best, and which defense is going to put pressure on the young quarterback. So
Right. Any of you guys out there want to give your pick for Texas Ohio State? You can yell it out.
I
I
heard Ohio State. Didn't hear any Texas fans.
I like it.
Didn't see any.
You from Ohio? All right, man. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Perfect.
I love it.
Thank you.
We're everywhere.
For the Boss Hogg and Benny show, I'm also picking the Buckeyes today. I just, like I said, I feel like we're going to see, as good as they are, an improvement on defense, and of course, these are both good quarterbacks. Their pedigree. It's going to be a good show today. I really think so.
Well, here's some interesting facts that we just came out, and thanks to my producer over there, Katie. She found out. So someone bet $550,000 on Texas to beat Ohio State, which caused Circus Sports in Vegas to move Ohio State from +3 to narrow. So that's one. The second, biggest, largest bet so far is $1 million money line bet on Texas minus 10. I think it's 105, or is it 105 at Caesars?
Wow.
So there's a lot on this game for the first week.
$1 million bet.
Yeah. So
because you can.
what's that?
Because you can.
Because you can't. Well,
Pocket change.
exactly.
Let's run through the rest of these games. Audience participation is certainly recommended. The second game on our agenda today, we got kind of go through the rankings. Will be Penn State versus Nevada. Kind of looks. Any Nittany Lion fans in the house? Wow.
I am surrounded.
The Boss Hogg and Benny show already out of the gate strong. Penn State finishing up at 13-3 last season, returning quarterback. There's talk, they're ranked number 2. There's talk of them being national champions this year. Things go well during the season. I think Penn State will be in the top 10 for sure. They are a 44.5-point favorite. Of course, I think Penn State's going to win this game going away. Anybody else? Anybody else on the spread?
Playing the School for Girls. Is that who they're playing today? Yeah.
Either that or
Tough start for them.
Yeah.
Although they got
Mary School of the Blind.
Yes,
suiting
they have
today,
to come through Ohio State. And if they win that game, I think they'll be on to national champ. I think they're picked the favorites for the
They
Big
are.
Ten. Yeah, so
They are.
We'll see.
Yeah. We got some of the games here. Clemson at LSU. I became a little bit of an LSU fan, believe it or not, because I used to go to Louisiana a lot in the southeast. Went to many games, including the Louisiana-Clemson championship, which I can't remember. It was like a bunch of years ago in New Orleans. It was probably the best sporting event I've ever been to, and I've been to all of them. But I think LSU is getting a lot of and I think there's a feeling that this is something where they're ranked number 9. I think they can make a run. And I think this game is really important to set the stage for what people can expect from them this year.
I think it's another great matchup. Dabo Sweeney and the old Chip Kelly, who's been down there grinding. Really a potential number 1 versus number 2 quarterback matchup. I think Clemson made it to the quarterfinal last year. Of course, LSU has to run the SEC gauntlet, similar to Ohio State and Penn State.
That's right.
Those schedules are absolutely incredible. For me, I'm going to take Clemson in this. They're home. They got a lot to prove. They know. I feel like this is probably another must-win game for Clemson also. I don't want to say that, of course, but it's a big game. LSU could end up beating Alabama, beating Georgia, top-ranked, sneak back in via the rankings somehow. But I'm going to take Clemson in this. Anybody else? Anybody want to pick a Clemson LSU? Shout it out.
What time's the game tonight? Is that a night game at LSU? It's at LSU,
so.
right?
7:30 ABC.
So it's going to be at LSU. I'm going there's something about Clemson's coach that I don't like for some reason. So just for that, I'm going to go LSU.
I'm just going to go with LSU because I like LSU.
2 LSUs versus 1 Clemson.
Yeah.
Next in the rankings, number 5, the Dogs, the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
At home in Athens. Look at there. We got some Bulldogs in the house. I like it.
There they go, right there.
I love it. I love it. They're playing the
other school for girls.
Thundering Herd. Is that right? Marshall. I can't remember the spread on this, but
It's,
I think it's
38.
150.
It's over 50 now? Oh, yeah. Okay.
I can never, unless they're playing, unless it's a huge game, it's hard to. Kirby Smart's another one of those guys that, man, I love what he does. He's got a great presence with his team. They play for him. Another disciplined team, I think. Every year, they're in it. I wouldn't be surprised if they covered this, but of course, Georgia going off at 3:30 today at ESPN. I'm going to take the Dogs. And we already got a dog fan in here shouting out Dogs. So
yeah, I'm going to take the Dogs on this one too. I just think.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy one as well.
I think that's a no-brainer. But again, I have no brain, so.
So you'll probably pick them all right. Perfect. Yeah.
Next on our list, this game's not till Sunday, but number 6, Notre Dame visiting the Miami Hurricanes. Any Cane or Irish fans in here today? Oh, look, we got one over here. We got an Irish fan.
We got him. Yep, right there.
I got to tell a story on this. It just came to me. I don't know if it was 87.
So you just made it up?
I could have made it up. Well, I will fabricate some of this because that's what I do. Katie knows. And of course, my wife to my left certainly knows it. Anyways, was it 87 or 88? Notre Dame was undefeated, and Miami goes into Notre Dame and beats the Irish.
So I watched it was on last night where they were talking about the Catholic. So this 87 is when they got trumped by Miami, like 37-7.
Yeah.
And I think the next year is when Notre Dame beat them.
That's right.
Yeah.
They come back and got them the next year. But, of course, my story has a Cowboys theme to it.
Always the Cowboys. Always the Cowboys.
I know.
Can we turn his mic off?
Turn his mic off, Mike. Oh, by the way, before he goes on, this is the gentleman he was sweating bullets right next to us is Mike, our producer.
Oh, yeah. Can we please give Mike a big round
Mike
of
a hand.
applause?
Mike had 17 headphones on himself, and he only has 2 ears, and managed to get this show on the air. So thank you, Mike.
A small fire hazard with all the wires across the desk, but that's part of Hog Daddies if you look around. Anyways, the story that I love to tell is in the locker room, Jimmy Johnson gets everybody fired up, and right before he walks out, he tells them, go out there and kick their ass. No, I said it backwards. Look, I'm already messing up my story, so this is not fabricated. Lou Holtz is fired up. They're undefeated. Go out there and kick their ass, but you save Jimmy Johnson for me. And the team gets fired up and runs out. So that was kind of against Jimmy Johnson. Wow. I feel like my story went downhill.
No, it went good. I don't know why.
Didn't even cheer.
I don't know why everybody's running.
They're waiting to applaud.
Everybody's running to their cars. That's
Damn it,
fine.
get an applause machine in here.
Yeah, you know what?
I swear to God.
I have a new mixer.
Son of a.
I have a new mixer, and this week my goal is to put sound effects and watch poor Mike have a heart attack.
So you'll
when I see
hear
that
wah,
sound
wah,
machine
wah.
in. Yeah,
I don't
that's my next thing.
I
Hey, how
don't
about
even
this
know.
number 15 Florida at LIU? I mean, how did they get that game?
Again, it's the Penn State Georgia route. Go with the cupcakes. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
they don't even have a spread.
Notre Dame, Miami. Who are we going to take here? I'm going to take the visiting Irish. Sean,
Well, that brought on a big cheer.
Mike, you're the producer. You're pulling for the Irish. At least you can cheer for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go Irish.
Yeah, there we go.
There he goes.
By the way, this is the number one producer of this podcast. Right
That's
here.
right. And
And
I'm going to go with. And by the way, I just learned college football a couple of weeks ago. So after I talked to you, so I'm learning. I'm going to go with Miami on this one. I think Miami's got something to prove, and I think if they can shut down Notre Dame, I think that sends a message. What's your thoughts on that one?
My first thought is you just learned college football, and we're picking the same team, so that doesn't give me very much confidence in my picks.
Wow. Oh, boy.
So anyway, now you know what? I'm with you. They have that Beck from Georgia. I think Miami's at that point that they're either going to get it done with their coach or they're not. So I think this is a really big game for them. So I see them winning this game, a close game.
Yeah.
I think so. It's
So
going to be.
we're just
going to
both pick against.
Up next, another cupcake here. Number 7, Oregon gets to take on Montana State.
Woo.
They sophomore quarterback Dante Moore will be in this game. That's going to be a rout, kind of one of those games where we're just picking. The spread on it's 42.5. Oregon's had a pretty good program,
Yeah.
but you never know. Anyways, they're ranked number 7 for a reason. So the people that know must know.
I mean, they should at least offer free parking for that game.
Exactly.
I know.
You get a free hot dog.
Oh, free hot dog
Yeah.
or something like that.
Up next, another highly anticipated opening game.
He's not even going to ask who we're picking. He just assumes we're
No,
going to
he's
pick Oregon.
this is the beauty of this show.
Yeah, just let
I
it
didn't
go.
think
I
either
write
one
the-
of you
I
picked
write-
So I can get
Montana
up, go to the
State.
restroom.
No, this is the
we're fine.
beauty of this wonderful collaboration that me and Boss Hogg, Jeff, has.
Mhm.
I do all the rundowns, and he just does the show.
And
I
he
just-
runs. Okay.
And then he
This
runs
is
away.
hard work.
I'm kidding, Jeff. We love you. You know that.
The Hog Daddy Abuse Show keeps going.
It's part of it. It's every day here. Just
Yep.
stop by. Our own reality show. No pun intended, but the elephant in the room will be Mike Norville with the visiting Alabama Tide coming into Tallahassee today at 3:30. He was just about ran out of the city last year. By the way, Hog Daddies is also home for the Florida State alumni watch parties here.
That's right.
Every Saturday, or when they play, by the way. I want to mention Norville real quick before Sean and Benny pick their winners here. He came to Memphis and really fell in line with some of the coaches that we had there. And while Memphis is my alma mater, they have been ranked a couple of times, sneaking their way into top 15. Norville really had a reputation of building a culture, another disciplined coach, another great offensive-minded coach. Memphis is known to, throw the ball, run the ball. It's balanced, but scores a lot of points. Of course, in our conference, that's maybe not too hard to do.
Right.
But Alabama's injured, as I recall, and I think this is such a big game. I think if Norville gets run out of there, he gets $68 million. But I got to be honest with you. I'm going to pick Florida State in this game before you guys talk about anything else in there. But I really, really think that he has, even though all over the press it hasn't, but I got to watch him for 4 years. Keep rebuilding, keep loading, keep rebuilding. And if there was an upset today, this is mine. So I'm picking the Noles today against the Tide, ranked number 8.
Wow. Well, I'm going to, Alabama's the favorite, 13-5. Points. I'm going to agree with you based on what I have seen, which is the injuries. Sometimes they're hard to overcome. First week, it's always the nerves, particularly for any freshmen who are playing. But it just to get that game under your belt is important. I think Florida State wins this one.
How many Florida State fans are in here right now?
Any FSU fans in the house?
Wow.
Oh, they're waiting to
No,
come. They're waiting to come
Seminole.
for the watch party.
I think
Like,
that's
like I said, they're pouring in here for the watch
Yes.
party. Let's give a
3:35.
shout out to the Knowles.
Yeah.
You know what? As much as it pains me, and as to think that Alabama's the sleeper pick this year, but I think they're going to go in there and take care of business today.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
So-
for sure, they're a 14-point favorite. For some reason, and let's be honest, Alabama's always prepared.
Yeah, they're already good.
I
Yep,
mean,
yep.
I'm not going to sit
Darn
here
it.
and say anything. But for some reason, I like it's not prime time. I like it in the afternoon. I don't know.
Yep.
Is that because
I
of the
know.
national?
Yeah.
the
Wouldn't
national
surprise
nature
me.
of it? Yeah.
I think, but at any rate, the real, even though I'm picking them, I think it'll be closer than I'm hoping.
Then the
you know.
13. Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. He has been trashed.
Yeah.
Well, hard to
So-
follow a legend,
Yeah.
like the best coach in college football ever. Really,
Yeah.
that's hard to follow.
Yeah. About to the halfway mark, real quick. Number 11, next on the rankings, Arizona State playing Northern Arizona tonight at 10 p.m. 28.5 point spread. You guys pick them as you see them. This is kind of a in-state, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I haven't. Arizona State. I think about Arizona State. I think about basketball for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, I'm going to pick Arizona against the spread in this. They'll be. They might win by 5 touchdowns. That's what I want to say.
Wow. By 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Wow, that's big.
That's 35 points.
Yeah. I
Okay.
I understand there'll be
Just
no
so you
math
didn't have to
on
do
this
the math.
podcast.
You didn't have to do
yeah,
the math,
I didn't
yeah.
understand there was any. For
Just-
those people
I'm
who
here
watch.
for you.
What's that? Yeah. I'm still learning what earnings per share means.
That's
So-
not,
My wife has been giving me tips and teaching me about the stock market, and I'm still stuck on earnings per share. Don't even get into EBITDA. Anyway,
I didn't hear your pick. I got to make sure that's not my hearing aid.
who'd you pick?
Arizona State.
By 5 touchdowns. All right, I'll go with Arizona State.
I'm Arizona State. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's about the halfway mark. Here's where Vinny does one of his world famous trivia questions for a giveaway. Oh, did we do a giveaway in the first?
We did give our friend of the Hogg family won, Mike.
The show was so incredible. I missed the first giveaway today.
Yeah, well, I had to go and buy it after the show because we didn't have anything. You forgot
What
the
do we
key.
have? Hang on a second. Let me see what we have. Thank you, Mike, the producer. That's pretty good, Vinny.
All right, what do we got here?
This is a Sun Cruiser beach bag.
Sun Cruiser beach bag. Let me take the.
Whoever wins this, I feel bad saying it now, will also put a fresh, cold Sun Cruiser in there
Yes.
on the house for you to drink or put it in your bag so you can see how cool it is.
Very nice. Good job, Vanna.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's. We have some different people here in Florida. I'm going to go with this question, and this is Penn State oriented. But Penn State opens this year as ranked number 2. When was the last time they started the season in the top 3 before 2025? What was that? Nope. Higher.
Why do I think 2016 or 20?
Long time ago. Not 85, long time ago, but
Who said 96?
96 over here.
All right, we got.
Do I hear?
We have 97.
2010.
Come
Do I-
within 5 years and you win.
96.
I think we
Jimmy
got
is dragging the show down.
It's okay. It's 1999, so you are going to get a prize,
Congratulations.
and your income tax form will be sent with this.
Please see Brooke at the bar to redeem your Sun Cruiser, please.
All right, Georgia opens up against which Sun Belt opponent in Week 1? Kind of talked about it.
That's how much they were paying attention.
Wow.
Hey!
Marshall.
Uh,
Who said
thundering
Marshall?
her. Is that another trivia prize?
Yeah. It's all right. We can. Don't worry. We'll go on Amazon and buy these.
Wait, you win a koozie. We have one more prize for later in the
Okay.
show, so when the rest of the line is able to get in.
All right, so we'll put this down. We'll give this to you in a little bit, right here, and we're gonna kind of move.
Well, that was a Texas.
All
fan,
right.
yeah.
What do we have? Rodeo in town, I guess.
We didn't even get her team. The hat. I'm thinking
She came in firing, so
maybe Texas.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
So, just to give you, obviously, I want to do the weather for you because I know we're sponsored by Coors Light. The weather right now looks 93, winds blowing out of the west at 3 miles an hour, and chance of thunderstorms. I'm going to look at the traffic outside. You know, Jeff, the problem
Wow.
with this show is that we thank God we have free parking here. By the way, that's a big thing here in Clearwater.
That's true.
It's probably the only place you can get in parking if you get there at any time during the day or night.
Maybe one of the only reasons why we have customers.
That's correct. The traffic looks like it's moving slowly, but we're going to slowly see that beach traffic coming down this weekend. So if you want to get here to the beach early, or and stop here at Boss Hogg's, at Hog Daddy's, and the crew, I think that would be terrific, and it'd be a great event.
Speaking about the traffic on the beach, I was just sitting here thinking about it when I got here, and I just saw him go over the bridge. Everybody's familiar with the Jolly Trolley. Man, what a great bunch of guys. If you're in the area, if you're on the beach, or anybody listening, I'm going to tell you what those guys did for Hog Daddies when I first opened up. I really wanted to try to do some marketing, so this was a secret. I kind of waited on the trolley, and every trolley driver I saw, I gave a cheeseburger. And I said, hey, man, I see you guys every day. Tell people to come to Hog Daddies. Well, now, believe it or not, once a week, often than not, that trolley won't even stop at the stop. They'll pull in. I hope I get you guys fired if anybody's listening. They'll actually pull in the parking lot like groups for Hog Daddies.
Yeah, they're
And
great.
they talk so highly about it. Get on the Jolly Trolley. I think it's $5 to ride all day. You can pick up anywhere there's a stop. They got little signs on there that says Jolly. Ours is Jolly Trolley Stop 17. So I wanted to throw that in there before we get back to these games.
They do a great job. The drivers are tremendous. I mean, they're very nice. And actually, the first time we used it was with some people here. We actually can go all the way to St. Petersburg from here. I thought that was great.
Can you go north of Dunedin? I think it goes all the way to Dunedin.
I don't know.
I don't know about that. We'll have to check. I'll put that in the research, Marcus.
And you'll probably
Yes,
get
it
growth
does.
while you're on
Oh,
it.
we do.
Next time, hey Mike, can we work on like a graphic to show the Jolly Trolley? Look at that. We can do anything at the Boss Hogg and Benny
That's
show.
right.
Our second worst show of the year. It's
Yes.
awesome. Mike, our producer. Give him a round of applause. You got anything else before we go to these games?
No, I think I know we're going to talk a little bit about the NFL near the end of the show because that's a big week next week. I will tell you that from learning a lot about college football, I want to thank both of you. I just met you an hour ago.
Yeah, I was out on the street. I appreciate you bringing me in. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I got to validate your parking
Yes,
ticket.
please do. Yeah.
Katie,
I didn't park in the free parking, obviously.
Katie, get him a club soda on me.
Wow. Yeah, with a lime.
Yeah.
No lime.
No, we can
All
go.
right.
We can go. Definitely go to the second games. That's fine. Let's see.
Yeah. You ready to jump back into these games?
Sure.
Next game up on the ranked list is number 12 Illinois. Of course, they played Friday night and routed Western Illinois. We want to give them a mention as we're going to go through all the rankings every Saturday.
So I'll pick Illinois in that one then.
Yeah, me too.
Sean,
Yeah.
you're already 1-0. That's incredible. Illinois gets Duke next week. While they're not a powerhouse, and nor are they ranked, Duke's program's also been up and coming in football. They've had some victories, I think. Up next, ranked number 13, South Carolina versus Virginia Tech. We got a couple of regulars here that are Gamecocks, Brian and Sharon. I wish they were here. South Carolina is favored by 7.5. They're playing this game at the Mercedes-Benz stadium in Atlanta. I don't know why that is, but
I don't know.
I think they pick a game every year, make it regional so everybody can come in there. I don't think the Hokies got much. I want to take the Gamecocks, even though it's 7.5. I think that SEC pedigree at this point. I think they'll blow out the Hokies today.
I I mean, Mercedes Stadium was built, by the way. I know this just because I know we worked with the city of Atlanta on some projects back then. It's actually put there for that reason, to give the opportunity for putting strong teams and an opportunity to spread the
Bowl
college football
games.
bowl games. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's you got to root for the Gamecocks because it's the only time you can go Cox and you don't get yelled at or anything. So yeah, go Gamecocks.
That's true. That's true. All right, the next game on the agenda today, I don't want to hear everybody boo. Number 14, Michigan playing New Mexico.
Boo.
I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Okay, you go first. Yeah, because you have the
Well,
you have the
they're
best
playing,
color.
They're playing New Mexico. I don't think New Mexico's got much to offer today. I haven't heard anything. I read a little brief preview on it, but I don't expect much out of New Mexico. Is this the second year after the signal scandaling for Michigan, or has it been longer than that?
I think it's
It went on, I think, 4 years. I think it
4
started
years?
during
4
COVID.
years, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember,
Not
but
that
I think
Ohio
that,
State fans are watching that or anything, but let's move on. Although I did hear a story from Jack Sawyer, and he said, look, last year when Michigan he goes, they just beat us. But the previous years, we're on the field and our offense is calling a play that we've never even practiced out in front of a crowd, and they knew what it was. He goes, that just felt a little suspicious. So,
Right.
and not that I'm slighted a Buckeye fan, but I'll pick the team up for it. So,
there you go.
yeah.
Up next, Benny mentioned them earlier, another big team for the state of Florida, the Gators. This is kind of
Got a Gator fan.
Brooke is a big Gator fan. But this is kind of going to hit home for Benny. They are playing, I've never heard of them in my life, Long Island University. I mean, do they have Mafia class there?
Well, I was suspicious of it because I'm like,
Is it even a real game or is this a setup?
it's a game. By the way, has no spread. That's you feel bad when you walk in the stadium playing Michigan and they can't even get a spread going. So I made some calls up there and I talked to Anthony, Peter, a couple of names I don't want to mention, and it was a bet. So we'll have Michigan there. I have them there, and it's Long Island University. It's a very prominent university on Long Island, but very surprising. But it's good for Michigan, and it's also good for college football for exposure in an area where we only have Rutgers. That's really it.
Is this their first year with the football team?
No,
I don't
they've
know.
had a
No?
football
All right.
team.
As usual, my 37 minutes of research for this show, I forgot to get that. But Sean, you will be back, so we look forward to you helping with
Thank you.
assisting with the research. I wanted to add one more thing. I mentioned the Mafia, but
What?
going back to Benny and hailing from Queens.
It's I was born and raised in Ozone Park, Queens, New York.
There you go. Worse, I said Mafia, but the team name and mascot for Long Island University are the Sharks. I think that's Loan Sharks.
That is correct.
Could be.
That is yeah, you must
I
know
don't
a couple
man.
of guys
You
up
seem to
there.
smile when you're talking about Long Island University.
I don't know. Carmen, it's an old long story. Long-nosed Jimmy, short-eared Benny, all those guys out there, but they're going to show up today. And a lot of their people are going to show up.
All right. Up next, the. Did you want to pick that game, Sean? Never mind.
Never pick against the Loan Sharks, but I think I'll go with Florida.
But
And how bad? It's bad when Vegas goes, we don't know how bad you're going to get beat, so we're not even going to throw a spread out there.
I've never seen it. I've been
Oh,
listening to
wow.
other radio this week, and
Florida
everyone
favored
seems,
by 68.
everyone
Who
is,
knows?
yeah.
Up next, number 16, SMU's playing East Texas A&M. Not much to talk about here. SMU's ranked. They're in the same conference as Memphis, my alma mater. 50-point favorite. They're playing East Texas A&M. I think this is another layup. Not going to spend much time on it, but
No.
SMU runs away here. You guys got anything for it?
No.
I'm glad SMU's back because when I was going to high school in the 80s, SMU was the team everybody had stuff on.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
When was was it the Pony Express?
Yeah. The
Eric
Dickerson.
Dickerson?
Yeah. And where'd he go to? Yeah, and another guy.
Pony Express, Eric Dickerson and who? SMU. Like I said, the crowd here goes wild,
Yeah.
so they love the trivia for sure.
They're looking it up on Google right now. Thank you.
Somebody Google it, the Pony Express, and yell it out for one free beverage.
Am I included?
One free domestic draft beer.
Craig James. There we go.
Wow.
Oh, Rick James. No, Craig
James.
James.
Yeah,
sorry.
Rick, no.
All right. So wait. Let me ask you, Mike. You over 21? Okay. Just making sure. Making sure.
Anytime I get a chance to make a Rick James reference, I will for the remainder of this show for as long as we're on. Number 17, they've already played. Kansas State, that was my pick against Iowa State last week. Of course, they got beat, solidifying my expertise in college football. Moving on, number 18, Oklahoma playing Illinois State. Venables and the Sooners, I think this is another year where they really have to try to get something done. Tough conference again. Oklahoma's a 37-point favorite at home. I think they win running away with this. I don't know much about Illinois State. We'll see them play today. And then
I don't
we'll
know.
go on.
I don't know, but I do know that the Sooners need to get back into the game a little bit. And you know, they're saying this year is going to be a rough year for them. I don't know enough about the team, but that's what people are saying, and they were prominent part of the NCAA in that conference to get them to get exposure. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Moving right along, next in the rankings, we're going to always pick the top 20, talk about them, and then for the last 5, we'll just give you some quick picks. Coming in at number 19, Texas A&M going up against UTSA. I think Texas has showed some signs, had some upsets, but I think for the most part, if I think about the last 3 or 4 years, the SEC has really put a stranglehold on the Aggies. Coach Elko has done a lot to improve the team.
What do you mean by stranglehold? I'm just curious.
Go
Get
talk to
their ass
Guido.
whooped a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You mean the schedule is very unique? Yeah. Okay.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, but it is for everybody. I mean, you have to be the elite. I believe Texas A&M, I'd have to double check this. I believe they're favored by a lot. I should have that, but I'm picking University of Texas at San Antonio to cover this game, maybe even win it.
No.
Yeah.
I think Texas A&M are they second or third in the money they spent in NIL? They got some players, and they might be a dark horse to finish in the top 10. So I'll go with Texas A&M.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with
You
Texas
went
A&M.
against the SEC. Wow.
Wow. That's
I didn't think that was possible.
I don't know, man. Something about, I looked at, I knew it'd be kind of towards the end. I looked at San Antonio, and they're terrible. But I had a feeling.
Okay.
Normally I would sing a song about feeling.
I had a feeling. Oh, no, we won't
Thank
go
you,
there.
Benny.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yes.
very
Yeah.
much. Rounding out the top 20. I can't take your call right now. Rounding Rounding out
It's a
the-
Texas A&M fan going, what the hell were you thinking?
Don't you know I'm on a show? Number 20, the Indiana Hoosiers take on Old Dominion. Very few times Indiana's ranked. Last year they made it into the college playoffs,
Yeah,
boys
sure did.
and girls. They are a 23.5-point favorite. I'm going to take Indiana to win, but Old Dominion to cover.
Ooh. Wow. I think most of the returning play. I think most of their team is returning. I think they're either sophomore or juniors, but some of the success came from their.
Oh,
Look at that, huh?
thanks for coming.
Mike, you cued the sound effects at the wrong time,
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Indiana on that one.
Yeah, Indiana, and I think it's a great testament of what a coach can do in 1 year. I mean, he turned that program around in his first year. He brought a lot of players in, but I think Indiana will win today.
Yeah.
I'll buzz through these next games right here, wrap up the top 25. That's the top 20. Number 21, our old buddy Lane Kiffin, coaching the Ole Miss Rebels. They'll have a hell of a party in the Grove today. They're playing Georgia State, of course, has nothing. We'll take Ole Miss on that.
Yes.
It
Ditto.
looks. What do you call it in trivia whenever it's social?
Stupid? No,
Anonymous.
stupid. No.
Sorry.
Unanimous.
Hilarious.
It's only stupid if we all lose.
Also, number 22, Iowa State playing South Dakota. Of course, South Dakota, again, doesn't have much. Iowa coming off their victory against K-State last week in Ireland.
Oh, Iowa
Thank
State,
you very
man.
much. Iowa, of course, we're going to take the Cyclones to win this and blow South Dakota out of the water. Number 23, Texas Tech, a 52.5-point favorite against the great and mighty Arkansas Pine Bluff. We'll take the Raiders by
just keep
100.
picking. Yeah. Wow.
We'll take Texas Tech. Tennessee, number 24, with Syracuse visiting. I think Tennessee's a 13.5-point favorite. I'm going to take the Vols. I think it's kind of like another situation with Florida State, with previously mentioned Oklahoma.
Right.
Some of these programs need to get it going.
Yeah.
And Tennessee's kind of been knocking on the door. Let's hope they got it together. I want to take Tennessee with the visiting Syracuse. And, of course, I'm only mentioning number 25, Boise State, because USF whooped that ass
Wow.
here
That's right.
this
Kick
week.
their ass.
Maybe USF will get
Even
ready.
more.
Who knows? That's a wrap, man. That's your
Yeah.
top 25. We'll do that every week.
Yeah, and I just want to mention too, it's really important out of all these games to watch these top 5 preseason player rankings. We got Jeremiah Smith, wide receiver, Ohio State. This is the top 5. Anthony Hill, linebacker from Texas. Khalid Downs for a double back,
Ohio State.
defensive back.
He's
Ohio
safety.
State.
Yeah, safety.
And then Kate from Clemson, who's the quarterback, and then Jeremiah Love, which is the running back from Notre Dame. So these are the players that a lot of eyes are on. And of course, we're talking about Arch Manning and all that, but those players are the players that have already been highlighted, and the teams are going to watch them when the draft comes and to see how they perform this year.
Oh, it's a party. Matthew McConaughey, is he at Ohio Stadium?
Yeah.
Look at
Doing
this.
shot. All right.
Gameday.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
All right. All right.
All right. All right.
Let's go. Everybody does. Labor Day weekend. We always try to do some big stuff here at Hog Daddies. Today we have WQK coming out to do a remote in between 2 and 4. There'll be a lot of giveaways. Then tonight we have live music starting at 5 p.m. and then 8 o'clock tonight. One of our local favorites, Dennis and the Bad Decision, to rock and roll at 8 p.m. for our big Labor Day weekend. Tomorrow we start live music early in the afternoon. Nocturnal Club comes in at 8 o'clock on Sunday night to kind of close out our Labor Day weekend here.
Do you have a cot that we can stay? I'm going to stay the whole time with you. I'm not
We
gonna
might.
leave.
We might. We might start renting hammocks in Cantina.
Okay.
In the Cantina camera. Well, I thank everybody, man. Anything else you got, Benny, over there?
I'm going to do one more trivia question because I work.
There we
hard on
go.
this
Oh,
trivia.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'd like to thank my writer, ChatGPT, for these. You don't think I come up with these on my own, do you? All right, here's a good one.
Wait, you got a writing staff?
Yeah, it's ChatGPT and Katie Clark, my wife. Those are
Wow.
the two writing staff. So here's a fun question. Which rivalry game is often called clean old-fashioned hate?
We need Jeopardy music.
All right. I'll give you the answer, and then we'll go to one more. Just to see if we get a gift out. It's Georgia versus Georgia Tech.
Okay, nobody cares.
Okay.
The Georgia fans know that? See, that's how bad it was. They didn't even know that.
I know.
Wow.
That's why I
Yeah.
picked these
Wah,
questions.
wah,
All
wah.
right, here's the last one. Okay, how many teams make the expanded college football playoff beginning in the 2025 season? Who
No.
said 16?
No. How many playoffs last year? How many teams are in it? 6 teams played another 6 teams. No, 6 teams played another 6. I know there's math.
No,
in
how many
that, but-
teams make the
Oh, look it.
Who said 12?
We have a
Winner, winner, chicken
Oh.
dinner.
You got a winner over there.
Yeah.
All right, that's great.
Man, we wanna-
Softball questions.
Man, thank you guys so much for coming out.
Yes, thank you.
I'll let Benny close up the show here. One thing before we go. Texas or Ohio State? Yell it out.
OH.
One more time. Wait. Texas only. The Buckeyes.
OH.
Like the line. Hey, thank you guys for coming out to Hog Daddy.
Yeah,
we
thank
appreciate
you.
you so much.
Next week, we're going to be doing this again next week, and we'll talk a little bit. Ran out of time, a little long today didn't get into the NFL, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the Super Bowl champion, predicted Super Bowl champion, the New York Jets, winning this year. But there's always a laugh in the background with that one.
So did you go to Long Island State?
I went
Oh,
to.
no. With that choice, I mean, that sounds
No,
like
I went
that
to.
education.
I actually went to St. John's because I had a very great college basketball
Good
career.
basketball program, absolutely.
Yeah, at 5'5", I'm sure I did well. No, but thank you for appearing. You're always welcome.
Thank you,
He's
Sean.
actually- You're always
Everybody
welcome.
give Sean Barclow a round of applause
Yeah.
for sitting in
Thank
with
you.
us today. If you'd like to be a guest on Hog Daddies, please come.
Yeah, if you want to be a guest, just give us a call. We'd love to have you.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, have a great rest of the weekend. Happy Labor Day.